Good morning, everyone in Thompson. My name is Luke Robson. I'm running for mayor for the city. For those who don't know me, here's a little bit about myself. I've been in Thompson for 15 years. I was a school board trustee for 4 years prior in Ontario, and I'm a father of 4. I have a new grandson, which we love to death, and we miss him a lot. I worked for Valet for the last 13 years. I've been a steward for 12 and a firefighter for 12 prior years before that as a volunteer in my home community and also in Thompson for 3 years. So that's a little bit about myself. I'd like to speak a little bit about my campaign. I'm a firm believer in our taxes are too high. We need to lower our taxes and get a bigger bang for your buck. You know, we can accomplish everything we need to accomplish with fewer taxes. When it comes to roads, we need to improve our roads. Our roads are in deplorable condition. We need to pay closer attention to that. And we need to work hand in hand with the infrastructure that needs to be replaced, which is failing. And it's failing, but not catastrophically, but it's normal for any community of this size to have failures. Also, water. I'm a strong advocate against water meters. I believe from the beginning, water meters was not the solution because it's not an accurate system. We've had many complaints about water meters not being reading properly and people getting exorbitant amounts of money charged to them when they've never used the water that they claim. The water treatment plant transfer from Valet. I believe that the province needs to be at the table for this. They are not willing to come to the table, and they are signatories on this agreement. Therefore, they have to be at the table, and I believe that they should be grunting a bigger piece of the pie, not all the taxpayers of the community. When it comes to snow clearing, we need to make sure that the snow goes where it belongs, and that's somewhere else, not on people's front lawns, not on corners where it blocks off traffic and people can't see around corners. And especially blocking driveways. People are trying to back out of their driveways and children are sliding off these snow piles. It's a danger to everyone, and I believe there's a better way of doing it. And finally, casino. We do not need a casino in our community. It's not going to help us. For the few dollars that it may generate, the cost of the addictions that will come out of there will be exorbitant amounts of money, far, far greater than the revenues it could generate. And I'd also like to talk about accountability. We got to make sure we're accountable to you, the taxpayer. We work for you. It's not the other way around. When the people speak, we should be listening. We should be listening to what the public has to say. And majority should rule, not minorities, not behind closed doors. We need to be transparent. When there's decisions made, there's only certain things in the Municipal Act that says you can keep it behind closed doors. Anything else has to be public debate so the public sees what's going on and how decisions are achieved. We have to keep it honest. Like, honesty is the best policy. I'm a firm believer in that. That speaks for itself. As for a chair of a meeting has to remain impartial. The Robert's Rules of Order is what we are governed by and follow, speaks to that, where a chair should always remain impartial, should never vote unless it's a tie. He should always be the tiebreaker. And fairness. I believe every member of council has the right to speak and has a right to hear and know everything that goes on at City Hall. Every committee meeting should be recorded and shared those minutes with every member of council. There should be no exclusion of members of council. And finally, I'd like to thank again Shaw for giving me this opportunity to speak to you today. It's a little bit rainy right now, but you know what? This is what it's all about. I'm here for you, the taxpayer. I'm here to represent you. And for anyone who may want some of my campaign signs, please, you don't need to come and take it off my lawn. I will bring one to you. Same with my small signs. And I would appreciate it that my supporters that are out there, please do not tamper with my opponent's signs and any other people's signs. It's not good form. Let's keep it fair and honest. Thank you very much. Now, I had a few questions that came to Shaw from the public. There's a question here from Leslie. And the question reads, what is your definitive solution to the homeless issue to the downtown area? Council has to work together on this. This cannot be something that I can delegate. We have to work as a team. Now, we do have a problem downtown. That is a definite. It's very visible. We have to be able to work with our partners, which are our northern neighbors, and come up with a solution where we don't just give a person a fish and feed him today. We need to teach them how to fish. So let's do that. Let's work together with our neighbors and make sure that we accomplish that. I have another question here from Rhonda. Her question reads, where do you stand on the future of the city's recycling program? Will it continue to grow? That is a good question, Rhonda. Recycling is something that everybody is very keen on, and I am also. I believe in recycling. Recycling is a big part of our lives today, and recycling has to stay sustainable. We cannot be spending more and more money towards recycling when the cost is becoming more than it's worth. We want to help the environment. I agree. Let's do it sustainably. Let's sharpen our pencils here and make sure that it is done at not an exorbitant amount of money to you, the taxpayer. I have a question also here from Charlene, and her question reads, how would you improve the city's communication to the public? What changes, if any, would you make regarding committees and meetings with council and staff? So, to answer the first question, how would you improve the city's communication to the public? We have to make sure we're transparent and clear. We have to make sure that the public knows what's going on. Every decision that's made, the public has advance notice. Not there's a posting in the paper this big and it's hard to see. Let's make sure the word gets out there. The word gets out there that there's change coming. We want to hear from you. And the next question was, what changes, if any, would you make regarding committees and meetings with council and staff? I believe that we have too many meetings that can be curbed to either using the internet or using methods that are cost savings, where people don't have to displace themselves for hours at a time throughout the day. Technology is here. Here we are today. I'm speaking to you through a camera. I didn't need to go travel 8 hours. I didn't need to travel downtown to go speak to you. It can be done this way here. This is very efficient. This is the way of the future. We need to follow with that. We need to improve on that and make it better, more cost effective. So in closing, I would like to congratulate my opponent, Mr. Fensky, for putting his name forward. I accept the challenge, and I wish him the best, and may the best man win. That's what it's all about. And make sure you go out there and vote on election day. And thank you very much for your time.